My family, don't ever be deceived into thinking that UK media, the carnival, also called experts, don't want Harry and Meghan to speak about the royal family or about what happened to them in the royal family. They can say as much as they want. Harry and Meghan should keep quiet. Harry and Meghan should not say anything. They can say as much as they want that that's what they want from Harry and Meghan, for them to be quiet and silent. But the reality of it all is that if Harry and Meghan are quiet and never talk about the royal family ever again, then how will the tabloids, will the carnival, also called experts, be able to make money? Now, my family, one carnival of so-called expert called Julia Hartley Brewer, a carnival also called expert, a Karen who works at Talk TV, has confessed on national TV, on Talk TV, owned by Rupert Murdoch, my family, that they, the media, need Harry and Meghan to talk about the royal family. Because if they're quiet, how will they be able to make money for themselves, my family? And that's coming from carnival, also called experts like Julia Hartley Brewer. And my family, I want you to hear what she said herself about it on my family. Once again, clearly, they are showing that it's Harry and Meghan who they are able to make so much money from covering. At the same time, they don't want Harry and Meghan to be able to earn a living through Spotify or Netflix. They want to be the only ones to profit off of Harry and Meghan, off of this hate campaign they've had going against Harry and Meghan all of these years. And my family, as I say to all of you before, one thing I loathe so much is seeing carnival of so-called experts that harass and incite hate against Harry and Meghan, gloating about the money they make from going after Harry and Meghan, from attacking Harry and Meghan. With this hate for profit campaign they have going against Harry and Meghan that has lasted for more than 6 years. My family, please kindly hear this.
Goodness me, I mean, we don't want them to stop talking because, I mean, you'd lose your livelihood at this rate, wouldn't you? I mean, we can't just talk about what Kate's new dress looks like, which is on the front page of the papers every day. But it is extraordinary. Goodness me, I mean, we don't want them to stop talking because, I mean, you'd lose your livelihood at this rate, wouldn't you? I mean, we can't just talk about what Kate's new dress looks like, which is on the front page of the papers every day. But it is extraordinary. Goodness me, I mean, we don't want them to stop talking because, I mean, you'd lose your livelihood at this rate, wouldn't you? I mean, we can't just talk about what Kate's new dress looks like, which is on the front page of the papers every day. But it is extraordinary. Goodness me, I mean, we don't want them to stop talking because, I mean, you'd lose your livelihood at this rate, wouldn't you? I mean, we can't just talk about what Kate's new dress looks like, which is on the front page of the papers every day. But it is extraordinary.
My family, I wanted you to hear it again and again and again and again, my family. Exactly what the UK media fears so much is Harry and Meghan moving on. When you hear stuff like this, you begin to understand why a carnival of so-called expert called Christopher Anderson, just a few weeks ago, my family, before Harry and Meghan, attended the Women of Vision Award in New York City, say that Meghan should make it a top priority to mend Harry's relationship with William. You begin to understand why they are so heavily invested, my family, in ensuring that Prince Harry and Meghan continue discussing anything having to do with the royal family, that Harry and Meghan, my family, continue speaking about anything having to do with the royal family because it makes them money. Because it makes the carnival of so-called experts money. And that's what they want to keep going. To keep them going, my family. To continue this attacks on Harry and Meghan. And their biggest fear ever is seeing Harry and Meghan moving on. No wonder that carnival of so-called expert called Christopher Anderson was saying that Meghan should not be going to attend awards. Instead, she should make it a top priority to mend Harry's relationship with William, my family. The woman who was abused by William, my family, who William basically incited hate against, should make it a top priority to fix Harry's relationship with her abuser. My family. That's basically what they were saying and calling for, my family. That the victim of abuse to be the one to fix the relationship with her abuser. My family, that's not how things work. That is not how things work in the world that we live in today, my family. Meghan, once again, as I've always said, owes nothing to her abusers. Meghan, as I've always said, my family, it is not her business to mend a relationship, my family, that UK media destroyed, that the tabloids destroyed. My family, that William himself did everything in his power to destroy by leaking constantly against Harry and Meghan. It is not Meghan's job. And my family, once again, you hear exactly who are the money makers for the UK media, and it's Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And no wonder they can't stop talking about Harry and Meghan. No wonder not one day goes by that an article is not written about Harry and Meghan. Even when they're invincible, regardless, UK media will look for anything to write about Harry and Meghan because it pays their bills. Exactly as you have heard, my family. My family, those who hate on Harry and Meghan in the UK media, do it not just because of racism, but because it has been lucrative for them, my family. And my family, but one day they'll answer and face accountability for their actions towards Harry and Meghan. Make no mistake about that, my family. Now, my family, I found an impressive article that has been written, my family, titled, "There Might Not Always Be a Monarchy, and Why the Royal Family Needs the Media Even if the Coverage Hurts." Written by someone called Ian Burrell, my family, that I would like to share with all of you. The members of the squad on Twitter have been retweeting and recommending for everyone to be able to just read. Now, my family, here is what the article said, and I quote, my family. "When the War of the Waleses lifted the veil on the Windsor's world, there will always be a media, but there might not always be a monarchy," states the historian Sir Anthony Seldon in Reporting Royalty. A fascinating new collection of essays on the fraught relationship between the royal family and the Fourth Estate, the media. Now, my family, in their co-production of a long-running family drama that both enthralls and appalls, the UK media and the monarchy are mutually dependent on each other. This relationship is impure and unhealthy, but is also vital for both sides of this marriage of convenience, my family. And once again, even what Harry said in his memoir, the problem he's always had is this unhealthy, corrupt relationship between the monarchy and the UK media, in which members of the royal family, like Harry and Meghan, or let's say the spare, my family, throughout history, is fed to the media by the royal family, by the farm, by the institution to be destroyed. My family, there lies the problem. My family, this corrupt, unethical relationship between the royal family and the tabloids, whereby the tabloids, they get dirt on members of the royal family. Let's say alleged affairs. And then they keep that dirt for themselves to make members of the royal family play the game, to be able to control members of the royal family. My family. And no media outlet anywhere should ever behave in the manner that you see UK tabloids behaving, like they're above the law. Them hacking phones, engaging in unlawful gathering of information, my family, that is illegal and should never ever happen. It should never ever happen, my family. And it's sad, really, what the tabloids are able to get away with, my family. It's sad. It's sad that you see King Charles making deals with tabloids to get PR for himself, to support his kingship. In exchange, he tells them, we won't pursue phone hacking. And then orders Harry to come to the palace, demanding he drops his lawsuit against UK media, all to benefit himself at the expense of his son Harry, who clearly, time and time again, the farm keep feeding to the wolves, despite the pain that Harry and Meghan have had to go through, despite the pain of Harry losing a mother because of the actions of the UK media, paying paparazzi to pursue Diana in France, that led to the loss of Diana's life, my family. After Diana was chased to her death by paparazzi, paid for by the UK media. And just a couple of days ago, we saw what happened to Harry and Meghan in New York City. Once again, you are seeing UK media having this appetite for stories pertaining to Harry and Meghan. Because clearly, my family, the interest in stories having to do with Harry and Meghan is in the UK. And that's why Daily Mail, Daily Express would pay any amount to get photos of Harry and Meghan, to find out where they were staying in New York City. They pay any amount. And that's why Harry and Meghan were pursued by paparazzi, my family. Because photos of Harry and Meghan fetch a high price. Also because their photos are very rare, my family. Harry and Meghan are rarely spotted out and about in public. And that's why, my family, UK media was thinking, where are we going to get photos of Harry and Meghan again? So they offered so much money to be able to get some stories of, let's say, where Harry and Meghan was staying in New York. If maybe they'd come to New York with their kids, that photo would have fed UK media for a year. That information would have fed them for a year, my family. So that tells you exactly who paid those paparazzi who chased after Harry and Meghan. It was the UK media. Also, don't forget, Daily Mail, Daily Express were the first tabloids to have those photos of Harry and Meghan in a taxi, and they posted them on their website. Only when Harry and Meghan issued a statement telling the world what happened to them, which brought back memories of how Diana passed away, of how she died. My family, only then did Daily Mail and the Express take down their articles. My family, because it showed that they were complicit in the harassment of Harry and Meghan in New York. And then UK media were the first ones to say that Harry and Meghan are lying. They aren't telling the truth. My family, to cover or mask what they did, their role in the chasing of Harry and Meghan in New York City. My family, as paparazzi were trying to catch up to Harry and Meghan, pedestrians were in danger. Police officers were also in danger in the paparazzi bid to get photos of Harry and Meghan. And my family, that should never ever have happened. My family. And my family, so once again, this relationship with the media and the royal family is corrupt and unethical. And it's high time, my family, that they respect people who don't want to be part of that contract the royal family has with the media, like Harry and Meghan, and leave Harry and Meghan alone, my family. Now, my family, the article reads, and the Windsor family is very much the junior partner in this frosty union. Sir Anthony argues that it is the female royals who best understand how the media works. Perhaps because they're the ones who are targeted, my family. And my family, Sir Anthony says that Kay Milton plays the media to perfection, my family, unlike Diana, my family. And my family, look at what happened to Diana. She lost her life. So my family, just because people refuse to play the game, refuse to play with the media, refuse to have that, corrupt relationship with the media or contact with people who abuse them, my family, just because they refuse that does not mean they deserve to be harassed or chased after, my family. Diana should be here today, taking care of her kids, watching as her children got married, protecting her kids. But sadly, she lost her life. Why? Because of the UK media and paparazzi paid by UK media to go after her, to harass her for that photograph. Where the public in the UK had so much interest in that photo of Diana. My family, now there lies the problem. There lies the problem. My family. Camilla also is said to also play the media. Here is what he said about Camilla Parker Bowles. Camilla gets it far more than Charles. She's savvy, predictable, and also not needy. As Charles ages, she'll become increasingly dominant, a master craftsman sculpting and defining the Carolean age. I agree that Camilla, who counts Jeremy Clarkson and Piers Morgan as friends, people who attack and abuse Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, my family, people who incite hate and violence towards Meghan, Camilla Parker Bowles wines and dines with them, counts them as friends. My family, when Harry speaks about this, my family, when Harry or Meghan speak about this close bond between the royal family and UK media, this sordid affair, To the royal family and the media, they call Harry a liar. They say Harry is attacking the royal family. And yet the only thing that Harry has done is simply expose the truth. The truth that anyone with basic common sense can be able to see. My family. So Camilla, who counts Jeremy Clarkson and Piers Morgan as friends, seems adroit at playing the media game. And Sir Trevor Phillips, our broadcaster, is unimpressed and says the press has been utterly self-serving in rehabilitating her image, my family, in rehabilitating Camilla's image. And that the transformation of Queen Camilla from the most hated woman in England to a book-loving, doughty campaigner for women's rights carries a whiff of media hypocrisy. But that's what has been created for Camilla, my family. And yet, she's a friend of Jeremy Clarkson, someone who basically incited violence against Meghan in an article for the Sun tabloid. My family. But yet Camilla is said to be someone who campaigns for women's rights. Utter hypocrisy. My family, utter hypocrisy. And Sir Trevor Phillips says that the woman herself, Camilla, has barely changed. But our fickleness is on full display now that editors know that she'll be there for the long haul. And my family, they need each other. They want to use each other, my family. It says that the king needs media support. He was buoyed by saturation coverage of his coronation, but he has been a central character in his family's descent into media soap opera over the past 40 years. The private lives of royalty remained shrouded in mystery until then. Outside of official engagements, royal reporters were brushed off with a brusque no comment. Things began to change after Charles' 1981 marriage to Lady Diana Spencer, later Diana, Princess of Wales. And according to Michael Cole, a former BBC court correspondent, a pivotal moment in the fracturing of palace press relations came with the 1985 decision to grant ITN exclusive access to Charles and Diana for a year. This arrangement undermined the royal rota system designed by Buckingham Palace to ensure even-handed treatment of the media. And yet, my family, we are seeing the royal rota attacking Harry and Meghan. And Harry said the royal rota is the PR arm of the royal family. Harry said that, my family, PR arm of the royal family. And once again, in this article, it is confirmed once again that it is the palace who created the royal rota. This system designed by Buckingham Palace to ensure even-handed treatment of the media. And it has been used as a tool to go after Harry and Meghan, to try and destroy Harry and Meghan's reputations, my family. To try and destroy Harry and Meghan's reputations. My family. And my family, yet when Harry and Meghan say yes, this story comes from William's office, they're called liars. They are saying that Harry and Meghan are attacking the royal family, but yet the only thing they're doing is simply telling the truth about who is behind the smear campaign and attacks towards Harry and Meghan, my family. And clearly, it's always been Charles, William, Kate, and Camilla Parker Bowles. Now, my family, here is what is also being said, my family. The rota was an example of the late Queen's media savvy in not handing out royal scoops. She knew that it would, firstly, annoy those not granted the exclusive, and secondly, create aggressive competition for exclusives, writes Cole. And by 1987, the royal veil was off. Prince Edward had produced The Excruciating It's a Royal Knockout with Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson in starring roles. Charles Ray, a former royal correspondent for the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch, argues that this critical shift occurred just a little later when the War of the Waleses resulted from the acrimony between Charles and Diana. It was fought in the tabloids with planted stories. The PR war between Charles and Diana was in full flow, and as far as tabloid editors were concerned, it was open season, recalls Charles Ray. A new breed of royal press officers decided that no comment was no longer going to cut it. He says, the media was also pushing for change. What we were trying to do as innovators in the 1980s was to break out from the old regime of subservient press coverage delivered in boilerplate prose, notes Martin Bell, who covered the beat for the BBC. Before then, news agency court correspondents were based at Buckingham Palace and wore top hats and morning dress. One royal is fighting back against the marriage of convenience, toxic marriage with the media. Prince Harry is suing 3 tabloids, The Sun, The Mirror, and Daily Mail, alleging phone hacking and other illegal intrusions of his privacy, my family. And many people who read papers are unaware of that. When Harry's statement against the Mail was read out in court, only a few people covered it on their front page, says Liz Gerald, a media commentator and also a former Times journalist. There are those who accuse the UK media of a culture of ometer. She says that they'll be able to cite the Harry coverage in support of that complaint. For his temerity, Harry and Meghan are relentlessly trashed by the tabloids. Harry claims William was paid off by Rupert Murdoch's empire to settle a phone hacking claim, and that his father craves good relations with the press and has made his own pact at the expense of his own son Harry. My family, the king might have no other option, argues Michael Cole. The time for the monarchy to worry would be when the media were no longer interested. That would mean the show was over, and that Kate and Camilla have work to do. So my family, so it's the women who are targeted in the royal family. It's the women who the palace feeds the media to keep them interested in the royal family. It's Harry and Meghan who are being used as scapegoats, who are targeted every single day by the media, by the tabloids, every single day for years now. My family, and somehow they're expected to just take it, even after they have left and fled the UK. People who are covering the royal family are making money off of Harry and Meghan, even after Harry and Meghan have fled the UK. My family, despite that, you see Julia Hartley Brewer gloating about, my family, the money they are making from covering Harry and Meghan. That Harry and Meghan are the ones who pay their bills, basically. by covering them, by attacking them. This hate campaign has been lucrative for the UK media at the expense of Harry and Meghan's mental health. My family, we've seen Meghan beg for her life, telling the media that, and I quote, "You are making people want to kill me." Regardless of that, my family, they haven't stopped going after Meghan. My family is disgusting what they have done, and they need to be called out for what they have done to Meghan and also to Prince Harry. But mostly, we see the target clearly is Meghan. And my family also, they want to get Harry back because somehow it's Harry who is the money maker. That's what they want. They also want to ensure that they keep Harry by force in the UK away from his wife and kids, my family, just so they can have stories to be able to write, my family. My family, as I've said, we don't get much photos of Harry and Meghan out and about, my family. And no wonder you saw UK media doing everything in their power to pay paparazzi to harass, hound Harry and Meghan in New York City just to get a photo of Harry and Meghan. My family. Because clearly, stories about Harry and Meghan pay their bills. There's a huge interest in stories of Harry and Meghan in the UK. And my family, once again, there lies the problem. My family, people who say they don't like Harry are the ones who, my family, mostly are the ones who talk about him because it makes them money. GB News, basically, hates on Harry and Meghan every day. It's like every day there must be an article that attacks Harry and Meghan that must be written by GB News. Every day. Regardless of that, my family, they keep making money off of this hate campaign they have towards Harry and Meghan. My family, that is not okay. That ain't alright even one bit, my family. You know? And my family, if someone wants not to be a part of this contract, the royal family that Charles, William have with the media, then my family, they should be allowed not to be a part of it, my family. Not to be forced to be a part of that contract. My family, like how UK media are trying to get Harry back by force into the royal fold, a place whereby Harry has suffered, just to get him away from his wife and kids and also to make money off of his pain and off of making him suffer. My family, that's not right. That's not right one bit, my family. If William and Kimilton and Charles Camilla have sold their soul to the UK media, that's cool. That's fine. But let them leave Harry and Meghan out of whatever deals, shady deals they have made with the UK media. Let them leave Harry and Meghan out of it, my family. But sadly, when you're playing the game, it entails leaking stories about other palaces, about other members of the royal family. In this case, mostly it's been Harry and Meghan, who refuse to play that game with the media. If someone refuses to play the game, they don't deserve to be targeted, harassed, insulted, bullied. My family, they deserve to be respected. Let those who want to play the game, the heirs, those who the media call relevant members of the royal family, let them play the game. Let them leak stories about each other and themselves, but leave Harry and Meghan out of it, my family. My family, the problem Harry has always had is the royal family's sordid affair with the UK media. Charles whining and dining with people who abuse his own son. Prince William doing the same thing. That's the problem Harry has, my family. And my family, the royals, King Charles, Camilla Kimilton, and William have made deals with the devil, UK media. Harry and Meghan refuse to be part of that deal, my family, and I respect them for that. And my family, it sickens me to see carnival or so-called experts like Hartley Brewer gloating off of, the money they make from covering Harry and Meghan. Because Harry and Meghan are TV gold. At the same time, they attack them every day for years, even after Harry and Meghan fled the UK. Enough is enough. Stop the hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. Enough is enough. Stop the hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. They must stop this hate campaign they have against Harry and Meghan and let Harry and Meghan live in peace, my family. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Love you all and forever. And my family, what do you think about the article I just read you kindly? I'd like to kindly please hear your opinion. Hate never wins, love wins. Always choose love over hate. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you, my family, all and forever. And yes, the royal family is the media. But stop selling out Harry and Meghan, who refuse to play the media games, who refuse to sell their souls to the devil, the UK tabloid press. My family, those who want to be part of the game, let them be part of the game. But leave Harry and Meghan out of it. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you, always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.